Asante sana.
Thank you very much, James. Asante sana, Jimmy. Mama Maria, Maito Wito, the entire Maina Manjege family, retired Prime Minister, Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. Thank you for coming. My colleague, Governor James Orengo of Siaya, you still owe me a visit. Tumesema uniite na umekataa. Viongozi wale wako hapa, I have also seen Iyala MP, Winnie Odinga. Maina Commander, Secretary General wa Jubilee, MK, my brother MK, na viongozi wote walio hapa, mabibi na mabwana, hamjambo. How are you? Nianze kwa kusema kwamba ningetaka niwakaribishe hapa katika jimbo la Nyeri, na niseme nashukuru kwa sababu ya maamuzi ya mwenda zake kurudi katika nchi ya mashujaa, kwa sababu Nyeri ni mahala pa mashujaa, and I'm glad that he has come back home, na tunaenda kumweka katika ule mchanga ambapo Kimathi alitoka. Tunaenda kumweka katika ule mchanga Wangari Maathai alitoka. Tunaenda kumweka katika mchanga ambao Kioni alitoka, na wengine ambao wametoka katika kaunti hii ambao ni kaunti ya mashujaa. Niambie jamii, you have totally no reason to complain to God, because 93 years is over and above the promises of God. I know the Archbishop will tell us that it should only be 70 years or 80, but Mzee has broken that record and is at 92. So now, Jimmy, na wengine, that should be your vision. At 95, 100. And we must say that when we have, as I was seated here, I was asking, nimeketi, and I was visioning my day like this. And I was wondering, what would the people of Nyeri say? What would the people who come to my funeral say? And I said, I want them to say what they have said about Maina Wanjiri. That this was a man who had an opportunity to steal and get rich using ill-gotten wealth, but he refused to do that. He is a man who settled 1 million acres, but never took an acre in Nyandarua. But what are we seeing today? We are seeing men and women who are walking around carrying ill-gotten wealth, and they don't have the shame and temerity. They continue vomiting on our shoes. I am glad the president has just cancelled and banned Harambes. But we pray that that is not cosmetic. We are saying, if you are banning Harambes, let us ban them, but let us ban stealing too, because we are also allowing stealing. It is wrong for us to keep quiet when men and women are doing what is not right. And therefore I have stood and said, I will not stand aside as you do what is wrong, regardless of whether I'm wearing yellow or not. And therefore, we have continued to say that we voted for a government to give services to the people of Kenya, regardless of where they come from. And if what we voted in must count for something. Sometimes I wonder, why did we deny Raila Amolo Odinga the votes? But I want to say here, and say it loudly, I think the Kikuyu community has been vindicated. We can work with anybody, can't we? And so, as we sit here, and as we send this wonderful man over and above, we are telling Jimmy, please pick up the mantle. Why are you letting this scandal burn and go? Pick it up and let's move together. So for us as Kenyans, how I pray that every one of us who gets an opportunity to be a leader will walk like this man has walked. Gen Z mko? Wonderful. Bado mnakula KFC. You can see the kind of leaders we have. They have lost touch with the reality. I was the first man to say that there was a problem with that finance bill. Did you hear me say it? What did I say? I said finance bill. They called me names, spoke about me in parliament for 2 hours. They said I was clueless and I didn't know what I was saying. I posed to them a question between them and now and me, who now knows what he was saying. And what we must say is that leaders must never lose touch with the common people. Because this is a challenge we have. Once we get into our Range Rovers and the big V8s, go to those special places, we then forget where we came from. A few days ago, we were all here kneeling and begging you, please vote for us, singing songs that you asked us to sing. But when we get to those privileged positions, then we forget that. And it is important that we are reminded. Thank you, Gen Z, for reminding us that. The other day they said that I was organizing Gen Zs. And I said, if Gen Zs who are my sons and daughters come to my office and they say they wanted to be addressed by the government, would I be stupid not to address them? And so I will continue addressing them. But I wish you well. I want to tell you that you are now in the mountain. This is where the mountain is. Na baba karibu mji kwa mlima. Last time wewe ulitafuta watu hawajui mlima. Watu wanaelewa hii mlima vizuri. Come and may God bless you.
Asante sana. Damu ya Mau hiyo. Damu ya Mau. Makofi tena ya gavana. Governor, I assure you, we will not let Mzee down. Yes. Now, I have the privilege of inviting my